Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let's just make sure my mic is turned up. Just crank that little. Ooh, wow. That jumps up a lot. There we go. Uh, yeah. What does that do again? Hmm. Okay. So, good morning, good morning. I think we were still in this cycle that we were in a couple days ago. It's been a couple days. I took a break. Um, from this game. We started I did a little 2 hour late night stream last night starting up a Baldur's Gate playthrough. And that was fun, but when I was going to bed, I had a great idea. So I think I might restart that playthrough with a new character because I just trust me, it's going to be good. Okay. Um right, so are we just out? Oh, you need 12 seal fragments to venture here. I only have 8. Well, that sucks. So there's not really anything else we can do, huh? We can't go any further? No? Damn. Okay. So I guess we just have to end the cycle. Goodbye, Kupopolis, Airy Acres, Little Abyss, Azure Hollow. Into the Blightstorm you go. Oh, you know what? I don't think you're... Oopsies. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold your horses. We did get a few resources. Uh... You gain +1 embarkation bonuses. I think we got to do the mine thing. I've been eyeballing that one for a while. Yeah, if I can get better value out of my mines, then that's a no-brainer. Oh. All right. And I see. So the seal fragments also vanish at the end of the Blightstorm. Meaning, I have to somehow score 12 of those suckers. By the time I get over there. I might have had enough had I not failed that one settlement. I might have. I don't know. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Oh, okay, the seals have a minimal difficulty. Interesting. Did not clock that earlier. How about this? How about we just kind of grind these bronze seals for a bit, and then we'll work our way over to the lead seal once we have a few more upgrades under our belt. Oh. 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 Hmm. Hmm. It's like a quarry. Flooded mines. This region was heavily exploited by other viceroys. Hostility doesn't grow with each passing year, but you'll gain 2 more hostility points per villager. Hostility scales based on difficulty. Interesting. So, keep your population down on that one. What is this one? Ruins. This region was settled very frequently in the past. The chance of finding ruins and glades is much higher. I guess those are just particular events or nodes that offer more goodies. Coral Forest. Okay. What's all here? Wood? Oh, the trees give me this. Okay. Natural resources are reeds, stones, vegetables, meat, bugs, herbs, coal. Okay. Know about that. Hmm. Ruins, archaeology. Well, that's cool because it lets me sort of control the pace of how the hostility is growing. It's bad because it limits my population quite a bit. Hmm. If it's not growing over time, and we just make good use of new hearths and fuel, it's a quarry, so I expect there to be, well, there isn't any coal. There is sea marrow. I'm not entirely convinced about this one either. However, I think that's a lot. That's not a lot. I think we go mono harpies. And, throw in some meat. Name your settlement. Let's see. It's by some ruins and a flooded mine. Uh... You think of a mine... Think of a mine shaft. It's flooded. So you could call it... No, wait a minute. Let me think. I like to be as creative as I can with these. Oh, we'll call it rain wall. Kind of basic, but it's kind of like grid wall. So good old Matthias and them. We'll go with that. Yeah. What are these? Aura of fear. Okay. Cold snap. A sudden drop of temperature can cause extreme hunger. Every dangerous and forbidden glade discovered grants -2 to global resolve during the storm. The penalty is added retroactively. Ew. Okay. Oh, ew. It gave me... Can you send villagers away? Is that something I can do? Probably not, right? Let's give you a little extra population control. Wow, okay, so... Oh, damn. That's crazy. All of the glades around me are dangerous glades. I think that one might be... No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. And... Is that the same size icon as that? Or are they bigger depending on... Okay, then that's a forbidden glade. Look at how many dangerous glades there are. That's insane. Jeez. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to break into some of these. I think this one's gonna be the obvious first one we go for. But in terms of initial glades, these are the only two, and that's through a good chunk of wood right there, but it does clear up some room for our village to grow into. This requires a harvester's camp, and this requires an herbalist's camp. My harpies can make quick work of that. A ranch, a small farm, a trapper's camp, and a smelter. Okay. The ranch uses fiber. To create those goods. I don't really have a good source of fiber. I have reeds and roots. Looks like you can use reeds to do that as well. As, I guess, essentially because you're feeding those animals, so... A ranch would be a good way to convert excess reeds into food. That's good. Trappers' camps, that's useful too. Get better value meat. We know that... Oh, you know what? Meat, insect, and eggs. The only thing naturally occurring in that is eggs. The small farm is nice. If we were doing like mono humans or like a majority humans, then I would automatically pick up the small farm. But since we're dealing with harpies and we have a lizard, we're dealing with harpies predominantly. I think maybe we go with the ranch. But we also have copper deposits that we get copper from the trees, and then there are copper nodes out and about that we can mine. This gives us copper bars, the best value copper bars, and it gives us biscuits, which we know we're going to need for the harpies and the humans, should we get any more humans in. Right. And I have specialty housing for all of the races now, except for the foxes, but we haven't unlocked the foxes yet, so that's not even an issue. I think what we do is we go for the smelter for the copper bars, because we're going to need those in order to make barrels, among other things. And then the training gear is just going to be useful later on. But the food is tempting. Very tempting. The trapper's camp is kind of useless on this map, so... I could reroll, but nah. Smelter's good. We'll go with smelter. Distillery. So there's our barrels. Smokehouse for jerky. That's going to be huge. Biscuits and pie. Yeah, no, we got to go bakery on that one. Oh, but then it gives us the rain mill to make the flour to make the biscuits in the first place. What's going to be more likely? Us able to secure jerky, or us being able to secure flour for all these goodies? This also gives us pottery. A better value pottery than that. Yeah, I think we go bakery. That's just better value. Lumber mill, brickyard, foragers camp. Or leather worker. Let's go with... This gives us access to better quality fabric, which is going to be useful. Better quality bricks is nice, and it gives us access to crystallized dew. Foragers camp, which we'll need the crystallized dew for the training gear, because there's not... Well, there's stone. But stone runs out. Crystallized dew you get from the rain. Water skins would be useful. Let's see. T is huge. Water skins. Let's see, consumable items. Ale, tea does not require. Wine. I'm a reroll. This gives us access to coal and jerky. Coal will be useful because we're going to have to get those hearths up as soon as possible in order to mitigate herbs, berries, mushrooms. Herbs, berries, no mushrooms. Herbalist camp is good though, especially early on. Let's go with... Yeah, we're gonna need that though. Better bricks is good too. Yeah. That's true too. Since we're trying to minimize our population, food isn't going to be as important. Fuel is going to be important because we're going to have multiple hearths. So let's go with kiln. That's my logic on that one. And then archaeologist, artifice. Okay, so the last time we had that map modifier, I didn't really find anything that we needed an archaeologist office for. Can be upgraded to locate archaeological discoveries. Okay, so maybe there's like hidden bonuses on the map that you only get if you build that building. Well, that's important to note. Smelter and kiln. So let's do this. We're gonna need a woodcutter's camp stat over here. And we're going to need all of that. I'm reducing priority to -1 on that because we need our houses up. So the harpy houses require cloth. So for right now, let's build 3 houses here. Ew. And we will replace those with specialty housing here in a bit. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more room from this. Let's go ahead and get our crude workstation up. Although, is there anything that can make... Forgot if we grabbed anything or not. No? Okay. Crude workstation can go there. Trading post can go... Eh. We'll put trading post there. And then... What do we prioritize next? We make some bricks. Because I think... we get a head start on our fuel early on with coal. We have our bakery situated there. We have our archaeologist office. Still don't know where to put that. Smelter. Kiln. Yeah. Having a post up fairly quickly is going to help. Then let's throw in a park. And some of these. And then those. I think the first thing I'm going to focus on is probably getting these houses replaced. Each of these houses can store 2 residents. So having 4 harpy houses, 1 human house, and 1 lizard house. Leather production, leather yields. That's useful since we have the water skins. Leather might also be useful for coats. No, coats exclusively require cloth. Okay. The only thing that passively creates leather is the ranch. Alright. Oh, you know what? I goofed up my build order. Yeah, I did. Uh-oh. How much does this take? No, I didn't. That just takes parts. We have plenty. Y'all can get on that. I was about to say. Your scouts have learned how to be cautious when looting abandoned caches. Cache to the Citadel. Hostility is lowered by 15 points. Hello. That's good. And then we will put... What is this? Our goals. 2 lizards, 2 harpy houses. Humans at 20. Yeah, but that's good too. Oh, but this gives us extra pop. Both of these give us extra pop. Do I want to focus on humans? No, not really. This is going to incentivize us to build that specialty housing, which we were planning on doing anyway. It gives us 10 fabric, which is going to be useful. And it gives us +1 to meat production, which we're going to need for jerky. So, complete any 1 glade events gives us 30 jerky. Cut through the forest to discover 3 glades. That gives us too much pop. I'm going to keep low pop. Deliver 4 packs and then trade routes. 4 pop, 2 pop. We got to go with that, huh? Our harpies are going to be happy. We're going to take good care of them. Let's have you do that. Let's have y'all work on, because what we need. A bakery, that's not really a high priority right now. We need this camp and this camp for food. We're going to prioritize those. And then we will prioritize the kiln, I think. Yeah. I mean, I have 5. We might as well, right? If go double time on that. Yeah, so our hostility is already at almost 1. So that's not great. We have 9 population. So I think it's every 10 population then is going to be 1 extra hostility of the forest. So if we can get 1 hearth is going to equal 3 villagers then. And we need to be selective about our wood cutting, which means that we probably need to incentivize an alternative fuel source, which is coal, but that requires wood cutting. So, right, okay. Let's get one of these lizards on wood cutting here, and we'll set one of the harpies on the berries. Once we clear out enough space here, then we'll... And let's see here. I need 2 harpy, 2 lizard. That requires 4 cloth. Where are we going to get that from? From the reeds? That makes sense. So we need to emphasize building this first, which they're working on. Right, so we'll have the human work on that. We'll take one of y'all off of that. Y'all can go over here and work on food. So that lets me make 4. I can make 2 apiece for that, and we need those to make a harpy house. Just 1 harpy house. Let's move you over here. That will be a perfect spot to put another hearth, too, when we're ready for it. Looks like our... Oh, it's because we have less woodcutters. 9 out of 8 population. No, no, no. Okay, never mind. Reading that wrong. Haven't made the delivery yet. We will after that. Hey, toasty in here. Whoa, what was that? Badoo, badoo. Alright. You come off that, you start building. That's super unfortunate. Some more population in. During the storm, the settlement is known as a trading hub in the region. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber, while slowing the reputation gain from resolve by 75%. Ouch. The people are feeling oddly rebellious. +1 to global resolve for every 2 impatience points every time a villager leaves or dies. Impatience. That's a gamble, but let's go with it. Yeah. Okay. What do you got? Fuel consumption in hearths is decreased by 25%. That's fantastic. We need the wildfire essence for sure. The eggs, the bugs, the berries. 18. Hmm. That would be pretty fantastic to have. But resources are going to be important early on. I'd like to have that, but we just can't afford it unless what these are 10 apiece. No, they're 250 apiece. Yeah, nah, can't give away the wildfire essence. So. Just gonna have to make do. More orders. Packs of crops. That does give us jerky, but let's focus on our harpies since they're majority pop. This is keep harpies resolve at 16, get extra biscuits, and we get, or we need to have at least 6 aesthetic decorations. Water skin production, yeah, I don't think we're going to be making a whole lot of water skins though. Okay, I need someone on the cloth. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have 9 housing here, plus those 2. So if we wanted to, we could take on maybe some more people. That just leaves us with 1 unhoused. We'll prioritize the harpy house. That's going to at least take 1 harpy out of these houses so that we'll have room for whoever else needs the house. So we have 2 harpies housed, 4 harpies housed, 5 harpies. We have 8 harpies housed. So one of them is in need of a house. And then when they're done, we'll just force delivery. We should have some cloth left over. Oh, that's what they used on that. We're gonna have 1 unhoused. Oh well. Oh wait, clearance season. So we have plenty of time. I keep forgetting about clearance season. Making decent progress on this. So that's 8. 6, you're making that. 5, and we'll bump that up to 5. So then we don't need that extra cloth. Instead, you can make bricks. Okay. Then next up, we'll have our lizard houses. Herbalist camp has run out of food. Y'all get off that then. We need food, something desperate. So y'all are going to join the woodcutters. So we can break into that glade all the more quickly. Meanwhile, we'll wait on the trader and buy some food if possible. How much more reeds do we have? We have a little bit. Yeah, we need to be able to make flour first. Let's see here. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's gonna be 9 away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, so that completes that objective. I probably don't want to take on any more pop right now. Food is not good. Ooh, yeah, no, not right now. That's 5 additional population. It's just more food. We'll have a little bit of berries, so that's good, but wealthy settlements attract wealthy. Gain 3 oil for every 10 flour produced. We do currently have no method of making flour. That would be useful, especially for our fuel issues. All trade routes are faster by 40%. How about we do small press in the hopes that we get... Maybe that will, like, incentivize the thing to offer us something that makes flour. I'll watch it be like the provisioner or something, but still, I'll take that. So long as it gets us to where we need to be. Hmm. Scrolls is good. The apothecary is good. Gives us incense, gives us biscuits. Well, same biscuits. Scrolls is good, ale is good, but we probably won't have a chance to make a whole bunch of ale. That gives us the best kind of jerky production. We don't have a lot of meat as it is, so that's going to be important. This gives us tea. And incense, which we'll need for religion. So that checks 2 boxes. This does give us incense. Treatment, passive effects, market cards. Foragers camp, herbalist camp. Probably pick the upgrade. Oh, it automatically upgraded it. Cool. How much empty housing do I have? It's probably all full up at this point, right? No, I have some. But yeah, it is. We're already dangerously high. Harvesters. Let's get some harpies on you. What was that? Okay. +2 to jerky production would be amazing. +2 to incense. We don't really need pickled goods. Temple. That will give us access to religion, which is going to be important, and education, which is going to be important. Education only for the harpies. Why is it that the humans and the lizards, they don't care about education, but the beavers and the harpies do? Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, it wants us to build. I did the thing again. I think that's a reward, but it's a requirement. God dang it. Okay, we'll make it work. Yeah, food is atrocious right now. Put your backs into it. Come on. You know, we have enough population right now if we really need to pull something off. Oh, thank God, but we don't have anything that uses... Damn it. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we'll find some more resources if we throw out this archaeologist office right here. Let's see. Boom. We'll put one of them suckers down, see what happens. Holy shit. An ancient skeleton? Okay. I think we... Ooh. Ooh. Foo, yeah. We go for the excavation, right? Do we get... Or improve... Hello, what's this? Set... Okay. Alright. Yeah. I think maybe we need to focus our efforts more on exploration at this point. Oh, generous donation's good. Oh well. Let's have... I have 38 copper. We'll start working on this right here. I'll need to break into the accolade over there. Ouch. 2 to 3 copper ore veins nearby, though. Okay. I need some sort of farming thing. That'll give us some food, and then we'll build a temporary shelter over here. Oh, you know what I just realized? As much as I like those fields there, that kind of fucks with our plan. Yeah. Just by a hair. But I mean... We can make it work. It'll be fine. Pick an upgrade. Nah. For every 2 reputation points gained from completed. So the more you do, the better you get. Stone tablets reveal the secrets of the ancients' strength. Scouts can carry +4 additional items and move 77% faster. 4 additional items, 7% faster versus just a flat 10%. On Glade events, this is for not just Glade events, but yes. Oh, we already level 2? Oh, I need this. Okay. All metal is permeated with malevolent magic from the forest. Every 2 hostility levels grants +1 to tool production. Archaeologists have learned how to decipher ancient tablets and can now use that knowledge. Oh, awesome. Yeah, decryption. For sure. That's gonna be prime. Okay. Cool. Well, we have coal. We don't have any incense. Oh, dag nabbit, they broke into that. I didn't think they would. Damn. That is like not what we needed at all, man. The smelter can make tools. No. The smelter can make training gear. Training gear requires reeds. Reeds we do not have, I don't believe. Actually, it requires stone and copper, which we don't have, and planks. And it wants 15. That's 2 stacks. Is there a way I can get either 4 copper or 5 stone? 4 copper or 5 stone in 12 minutes. Actually, I need it in less than that. There was... this. It'll take 1 minute to do. It gives us copper ore veins nearby. We also get copper from the... Okay. So we build a smelter. We used some of our copper to build these little roads here, but we're going to hold off on that. We are going to throw up priority on this. You guys are going to focus exclusively on making bricks that we don't have. Okay. What happens if I salvage you? I just get 5 wood. How many bricks do we need? We need 2 more bricks. Are you... Oh, are you working on that? That's just wood. Okay. Is anyone in transit with some bricks? I don't think so. What do we do? I get 4 bricks if we sacrifice the kiln. We'll do that. Should probably do that anyway. So then I need you guys to focus primarily on planks. Okay. Will I be able to do that? I think maybe. Scouts are idle. Okay. We don't have any tools, I don't think. Yeah, we don't. Can't break that open. So let's get y'all working on these routes here. And as a matter of fact, y'all go ahead and build a warehouse over here too. Because we're kind of out in the boonies. You cannot move a warehouse, I don't think, once you build one. So let's just do this here. And our food is dangerously low. What'd y'all do? Found another glade. Oh, good. More reeds. Copper veins. Bathhouse. Awesome. Ideas forming. We also have reed fields up there, which are large. Let's move you then. Well, nah. Let's clear this out first. Yeah, our food is not good right now. At all. Y'all should have enough now. Once y'all get done with that, we'll force delivery. We'll have plenty of time yet. You come off that. Actually, you're gonna help with the deliveries. So are you. Man, we have like I need food. I can't reroll. Damn. Uh Oil, flour. That gives us flour. We need it. This gives us coats, but we don't have a weavery. Let's do press. This is a rough start. Y'all are working on that. Okay. Sea marrow. Useful for fuel. That'd be the last of my... Okay. They're working on that. I need a mine. And they call it a mine. A mine! Yeah. Seeing as how there is a bathhouse up here, though. It's almost perfect. Just overlapping by a little bit. Ew. Why are you not interlocking nicely? I see. Ah. Literally just two. Alright. Eight trade routes, have at least 10 humans. That ain't gonna happen. Focus on trade routes. Forbidden Forbidden Glades, okay. Lowers hostility by 50 points. I mean, we kind of want to go with that, right? Yeah. So we should be focusing on our building materials and crops. That will help get this up. So building materials and crops. Man, we have no crops. What are you fucking talking about? We need farm. Okay, so if once they complete this little thing, we'll get almost a full point of reputation. So that should get us to the next blueprint. Hopefully, we get a farm of some kind. So we can start planting berries or some such stuff. Not right now. Yeah, everyone's about to starve. How much longer you got on this? Boy, come on. Okay. We need something. Yeah, if I don't get a farm, there's no way at this point. Because I haven't found anything that we can eat. We'd have to break into a glade, and by the time we get to a new glade, this is going to be down significantly. Just what the doctor ordered. Berries, plant fiber. Now is it ideal? No, because ideally we would get wheat or something that we can then turn into flour. However, I will take it. I will happily take it. Okay. So let's do this. Just what the doctor ordered. And just like that, we're back in it. Yeah, we can move you. Let's move you over here. And then farm field this. Yep. And then we'll move this over here. Focus on clearing more of that out. Cool. Get to work, my little builders. And I have this warehouse already constructed here. Do you have any kind of food that can just get me by? I want to keep my ancient tablets. That's going to help with that later on. You don't really have anything that I could get right now. Okay. Awesome. Set the humans on it. Do I have any humans who are woodworking? Or not woodworking, but chopping wood? No, I don't. Lizard's resolve is low. Yeah, surprise, we don't have food. These guys are working on reeds. I can have the harpies work on reeds while the humans work on these farms. It is storm season. Are they planting in storm season? Yeah. Yeah, this is not a pretty period of history. What about here? Do I have anyone else anywhere doing anything? Oh. Yeah. Oh, a harpy left? That's not good. Yeah, let's do some reorganization here. Uh, that's temporary. Harpy harvester left. Oh, that's not good. Oh, can't do that. A harpy woodcutter died? Okay. The harpies are starving. You know what? I don't think there's a way we get back from that, man. I don't... The fire is going out? Harpy craftsman died? This is not good. Yeah. I'm gonna... So many of my villagers have died. I've never had so many die so quickly. And it's all because of food. I think we just got unlucky. Because I didn't get any other, like, farm options or food options before. Until we got that plantation one. Well, that's it, right? Well, no, because... Yeah. I mean, the ranch at the very beginning... I mean, we could have used reeds. There's plenty of... I mean, there's reeds. We went into that glade at the top. The forbidden... Or the dangerous glade that had the tier 2 reed nodes. So that would have helped with meat production, but that's just temporary. Or temporary. I think... can we come back from it? It's not a question of whether we can come back from it, but it's a question of how long is that going to take? I think maybe we should have risked one of those dangerous glades a little bit sooner instead of focusing on the smaller glades. Yeah. Damn. Do I Yeah, I don't think this one's going well. What do we do? I mean, we do have food now. We have at least a little bit of a supply chain, but not really. Yeah, I think that's a wash. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Uh, that was highly unfortunate. And you didn't get any, we don't get any sort of rewards at all for that, do we? Nah. Yeah. That was very unfortunate. All right. Um, but that's a good opportunity for me to take a quick little break. So I'll be right back. All right. How to get some water. Yeah, with all the, I guess it's coming from the lights and maybe just the fact that I'm surrounded by a green screen in the back. Got some soundproofing things here. Really warm. So I might do something about, I don't know if adding some sort of fan in here would help at all. Probably, right? The only concern would be the noise bit, right? Okay, well that didn't go great. Oh well. Let's see. Uh so what happened there? What happened was I think I got my priorities mixed up. I was so focused on getting that harpy housing up and the lizard housing up that I wasn't really expending all of my population to the one thing that I needed to be doing, which was discovering more raw resources. I think prioritizing food and fuel early on is going to be the key to having a smoother parabolic growth, because in these kind of games that's what it sort of becomes is your, and I mean this is true in life too, but the more you get, the more you get. So you'll grow exponentially, but it's those little, it's that first few little bits that are really tough. So I think, especially when you get all the blueprints and you like you have this vision of how you want your little settlement to look, and you're like, oh, that would look so great. It'll have a unified theme. It'd be amazing. I think maybe yes, but not so fast. It's like just focus on your essentials. You need food, shelter, and fuel. Get those three out of the way, then you can get fancy with it later. So, with that being said, what do we want to do here? Nah, screw that stone thing. Although having hostility not ramp up automatically is nice. But making those population choices was kind of difficult, especially when certain orders give you population. So they're really giving you hostility and population, but I think, yeah, that was an interesting one. What do we want to do here? I haven't found any other biomes besides coral forest, marshlands, royal woodlands, and scarlet orchard. Marshlands are cool because of the mushroom forests, and mushrooms are super useful, especially for humans and beavers because you can make beer and stuff or wine. So having a passive income of mushrooms from the wood cutting to help with that is pretty nice. Well, I suppose there was the woods around the seals. They had like trees that were almost like they were fleshy, so you could get meat off of them, which just screams fungus to me. Let's build a settlement in this little spot here. I think we're not going to be really focusing on getting to the lead seal on this
one cycle, we'll be focusing on sort of learning how to optimize our build. An adaptable species, but very susceptible to rain. Okay. A noble and fragile species, yet with a primal aggressive side. Hardworking and honest, but also quite demanding. I wonder what that translates into in terms of like their individual consumption mechanics. Hmm. Oh, early tools is nice. Harpies and humans. It's the biscuits and pie and coats, right? Yeah. Biscuits, pie, and coats. And then I don't think I've ever been able to get pickled goods off the ground going. Beavers. Oh, pardon me. I like the harpies. I like beavers. Eh. We'll do beavers. No. Extra wood for houses, good. Clay. Uh, extra food as well, yeah. So what will we call this little settlement nestled in the foothills of this giant volcano? Cinder. Cinder Dam. No, Cinder Dam. Or you know what? Cinder Dam. Locking it in. All right. So let's try and learn from our past mistakes here. Focus on food. Honestly, fuel kind of takes care of itself with expanding early on. So let's just kind of try and get some food stuff going here. What do we got? We have meat and copper. Maybe I should have gone with the harpies. Off the rip. Herb garden would be nice. Uses farm fields. Okay. The trapper's camp would be useful. Forester's hut. That turns your farm fields, which are really great for food, into a really good resource for crafting materials. Cool. Wait, why can't my beavers just eat wood? What? Why can't that would be an interesting mechanic, right? Just like convert some of your fuel into food with beavers. I mean, that's an idea. Rain mill, yeah. Herb garden. You get roots and you get herbs. This gives you resin crystallized dew. You also gotta have to play the map. Trapper's Camp would be pretty good, especially if the map is going to have a lot of these. But it also has a lot of roots and average amount of trees give resin, plant fiber, eggs. A lot of eggs. Okay. So I'm just torn between these two. Nah, not so much of the Trapper's Camp. Because I know... Okay. This is a bit RNG. Herb garden is going to be good. We get roots and we get herbs. Is it the best? No. What do I need herbs for? Roots would be useful for pickled goods. You can also use eggs for that. Beavers don't really have a need for herbs. They have more of a need for roots. Well, wine. Mushrooms. Crystallized dew. You can use that to make barrels. Right? Yeah. There is clay. What would I need resin for? Oh, that's cool. And a clay pit can make... That's so good. Grill. Yeah. Oh, I see. But at the same time, a forester's hut, that generates
crystallized dew, period. Right? So why isn't that showing up on here? So it just will use as farm fields, right? Okay. Pigment. So resin is really only useful in making the crystallized dew, which we can get if we have the forester's hut. So then we'll have a bunch of resin left over. Ah, incense. Okay. I mean, they don't really need it. Tea uses resin. Doesn't really help my beavers, but if we get any harpies, that's something to consider. I don't know what pipes would even be used for. Oh, for rain punk engines, and we don't really mess with that. Not yet, at least. Yeah. Food? You don't use resin for food, do you? I shouldn't think so. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Fuel? Yeah. Trade goods? Provisions? Luxury goods? Well, crops? Resin isn't in there. So resin's kind of useless. You'd want to probably do roots exclusively then. Because the only reason we would want resin is on the off chance that we needed to make incense. Which, if we don't have lizards, and if we don't have humans, there is no reason to make incense unless you wanted to sell it as a luxury good. Which, I mean, is a thing you could do. Would any of these buildings be useful? Maybe the brick oven to make biscuits. Smokehouse, I don't think is going to make anything that the beavers want. Apothecary, I don't think is going to make anything that the beavers want. Maybe wine. But yeah, so in all actuality, the forester's hut, the only thing that really gives us is the crystallized dew.
which have you don't have to craft the crystallized dew, which saves you from making the rain collectors. So if you were to do something with crystallized dew, and I mean you can, so the crystallized dew you can make the barrels out of, training gear out of, pretty much any substitute for stone or copper. Um, for the most part. And if we do have copper, then we can use crystallized dew and use the copper for our roads to maximize delivery speed and everything like that. So there is a little bit of a like a bonus there. Focusing on the fundamentals though, we need food. Roots can give me food. Herbs are good for tea. Tea is good for harpies. Herbs are also good for biscuits. It's good for pickled goods. No, it's not. Roots are good for pickled goods, as are eggs. What about ale? I'd be under consumables. No, but tea for sure. Tea will also require drizzle water. And it's also going to require crystallized dew. I could sell the resin. We have some trapper stuff. Yeah, there's gonna be big nodes that the trappers camp can use on this map, though. That's the other thing I gotta keep in mind. So this one makes map sense. Are there also bugs? No, just meat and eggs. But the meat and eggs, the eggs at least, would be good for the pickled goods. So I mean, we just have some options here. I could re-roll, but these are all fine options. I just have to pick one. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'll think about that, but I'll be right back.
Sorry about that. Okay. I don't want to stall on this uh longer than I already have. Let's go with, okay, that gives me one route. It uses farm fields. Both of them do. Do I have any farm fields? No. Will I find farm fields? Yes. By the time I find farm fields, food hopefully is not going to be an issue. So I'm going to go with the forester set. For the main reason that that crystallized dew is going to help me with barrels later. And it's also beaver. Scrolls, education, tools. Flour here and barrels. That was easy. Brickyard. We are going to have meat for jerky. However, wine later on is going to be important. Berries, right. Being able to make pigments. Don't really have a source for leather, do we? No. Plenty of berries. Plenty of mushrooms. So let's go with the, although the brickyard's nice. Really nice. And there's clay. But wine. And porridge. And barrels. But I already have barrels. That just gives me wine. I'll probably end up getting a cellar later on. So having better bricks is good. Having pottery is good in case we run into an issue with the barrels and need to diversify that whole thing. So yeah. That, if I got humans, they're gonna need coats. Better fabric would be good for coats. And if I can't make wine, I can at least make pigments. Tier 3 bricks is just really good. Yeah, but not really. Yeah, we'll go brickyard. Although it pains me to see the wine and the porridge go. Okay. So first things first. We need houses. 3 beaver houses would be the dream. So if we wanted to expedite that, what we can do, so that we're not wasting time or resources, let's have a woodcutter's camp work on these 2 glades. Then we're gonna need the food going almost immediately. And a crude workstation. And then we can have our beaver houses here. And then we'll worry about the bricks and stuff later. Okay. Shouldn't take very long to get in those 2 glades. As soon as we have them exposed, we're going to move our wood guys over here. We can focus on optimizing and clearing out a lot of this space later. What we need is knowledge of our resources. +2 to vegetable production. Villagers are willing to give you the very last piece of amber just for a pint of decent ale. Gain 12 amber for every 50 ale produced. We don't really sacrifice resources because we barely ever have a surplus of them. +2 to vegetables. That's useful. We are gonna have ale later, so I think local taxes might be a good bet. Yeah, we do need the trading post, but we'll focus on that. That's not really going to be important until the next year or so. Extra food. Deliver 5 tools. Trader routes 4 packs of crops. I could do that right now. Oh, there's the herb garden. But carpenter, useful. Picking it. Forgot to mark the trees. I hope that's not... Were they just collecting resin? Uh-oh. Oh, amazing. Food is doing fine. Fuel is doing fine. Wait, if we have the ability to make wood... Yeah, wait, timeout. But I do need those houses. How much planks do I have on hand? 6 planks? That's enough for 1 beaver house? No, it's not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it in time. Okay, hold on. That's fine. We only need that many. Okay. So let's take one of y'all off so y'all can start building those. We'll scrap them later. Yeah, but we really need priority on these, man. Unless you think you can finish that. So I'm gonna take a guess and say that whoever the queen is probably a dragon of some kind, although that looks like a dragon turtle. Which is an interesting concept given the whole area is flooding constantly. Y'all be cool. So I need 4 plus 8, so I need 12 of these planks stockpiled. We'll get our next population during the next drizzle season, which is coming up shortly. Okay. Damn. I gotta be one Humi. Uh, if you want to take, you first must give +1 to wood production. I've never picked this one before. Let's wait until we have our beaver houses done. And... Ooh. Oh, dag nabbit. Shit. Yeah. Let's wait until we have our beaver... Well, we can't. Fuck. Okay. This might ruin us, but I've never picked this before, so let's just check it out. Oh, good grief. Alright, everyone stop what you're doing. You. We need another woodcutter's camp. I mean, we're gonna need one anyway. Over here. Better that we did that early on than later. Okay, useful. Okay, we're back. Our fuel's fine now. What we're short on is food, so... We can make luxury goods at the carpenter. We get +2 to flour, 4 new arrivals. Yeah. Coats, human house, and biscuits. We don't have... That's going to require a lot. This is going to require a little bit less. It's going to give us something that both of those guys need, so I think that's probably the pick. Food's looking good. Fuel's looking good. Easy does it. Y'all have made pretty good work out of that one. Let's get this here, and then once we're done building our houses, we no longer need to create planks. Then I'm going to send someone. Probably need to start getting those clay deposits worked on so we can get some brick action going on. Well, there's our next little bit of food right there, so I'm not too worried about that. Very good, very nice. We are going to need a makeshift post. Could you imagine? I can't block that entrance, though. Nice. Food's down. Not right this second. I see. That's where they were going. We'll put the next two set of beavers over there. And we'll have a little beaver house next to the farm. That'd be cute. Mushroom production increases +1 every 25 times it's produced. Your scouts have learned how to be cautious. Okay. Mushrooms would be useful. Let's do fungal guide. That will help later with food. Next, y'all two, and more food would be lovely. How many tools do I have? Only. Ooh. A smithy. Luxury goods, yeah. I will need coats. There's my ale and pickled goods. We gotta go with brewery, I think, on that one. Yeah, almost absolutely. There's a few things we need to build first, though. Awesome. You don't even waste anymore. That's true, too. When he's done, I'll set him on here. We would just need it. I mean, we got the brickyard. So it would just be for fabric. Let's move you over here. One, two. We don't really need the resin, so we're just going to focus on the crystallized dew. Y'all, don't you worry. Hmm. Have at least 10 harmony decorations. That's good. Berry production. Hello. Yeah, we need to get started on this clay stuff. You know what? We actually need to start breaking into this glade. Oh. And see, that's where we needed the foragers camp. We got plenty of sea marrow here. Okay. Not so much in the... Oh, yeah. Trapper's camp would have been really great. Okay. What's this? A blood flower. That's the event. Oh, easy. It doesn't require any resources. We need... What does tools? Crystallize do? You can work on that. That way we can start getting some of those objectives done. We just need 2 of these packs of materials. We're not really focused on that quite yet. I do need...
this human house completed, though. Why are you... Oh, because they... I see. Yeah, we're not going to have that human house up in time. That's unfortunate. And our food is going down again. Well, if the improved trappers camp comes up, we definitely need to grab that because that's going to be our main food source here, whether we like it or not. Wasn't there, though. There. Let's solve that issue. If we built more of these aesthetic things, we get +1 to berry production. We have no source of berries right now, though. Woodcutter's Prayer again? Man, I mean, our wood production would be crazy. +2? I mean, this would be absolutely nuts. Hold on. Let's get y'all over here. You stop making that. You get on there. You guys. Anything and everything.
Lizards. We don't want lizards. And we're low on food anyway, so hold on. They're getting it back up pretty quickly. Food's going down again. Fuel's back up, but we're in a bind with our food.
help our food situation temporarily. That's very good. We're working on this anyway. Smithy. Makeshift post. +1 to wheat. Ooh, better coats. I think we do better coats. I gotta get started on these objectives though. Carpenter can do luxury goods. So let's get that started. That will get me. How much will that net me? 5. So that's 10. How many do we need? 8. Perfect. So that's a free objective. Let's have you work on that. Because we need to complete an objective fairly quickly. That's not going to be very quick. And that way, hopefully we can get the improved trapper camp. So we can start benefiting from these huge things here. And then hopefully also my woodcutters will break into this or one of these here. Find some sort of fertile ground we can... Well, we don't have... Really, it would just be lesser versions of these. That's the only viable food source we have currently, which is a bit alarming. Yeah, our roots are down. And if we went with the herb thing, then we would have at least been able to make some roots here. What are you doing currently? Plowing? Okay. Mm. Increases the production speed of copper bars crystallized dew. And all recipes that use metal ingots by 33%. So that means increases the production speed of barrels. Yeah, we'll do that one. One second, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay. Uh yeah, we're back. Um yeah, I just started not feeling 100%. Um I think yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, and we'll pick up where we left off on this one on the next stream, which will most likely be tomorrow morning. Yeah, we'll do that at around, let's say, let's make it 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll start the next one. All right. But yeah. Sorry for the impromptu end here, but I think I need to get something to eat or something, cuz I don't know what's going on. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so that y'all get updates whenever we go live. Yep.